Welcome to this summary of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. In this book, Housel delves into the complex and often misunderstood relationship between people and money. Through a series of engaging stories and profound insights, he explores how our personal experiences, behaviors, and emotions shape our financial decisions. Unlike traditional finance books that focus solely on numbers and theories, Housel's approach highlights the psychological aspects that influence how we think about money, wealth, and investing. In this summary, we'll cover the key lessons and themes from each chapter, providing you with valuable takeaways on wealth, greed, and happiness. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just beginning your financial journey, these insights will help you understand the human side of finance and make better, more informed decisions. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating world, The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Chapter 1 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled No One's Crazy. In this chapter, Housel dives into the idea that everyone has a unique relationship with money, shaped by their personal experience. He emphasizes that people make financial decisions based on their own life experiences, leading to a wide variety of rationales and outcomes. Consider the context in which people grow up. If someone grew up during the Great Depression, their approach to money is vastly different from someone who grew up during a booming economy. These personal histories create different risk appetites and investment strategies, and this diversity means that what might seem irrational to one person can be perfectly logical to another. Housel argues that understanding this concept is crucial. We often judge others' financial decisions without considering their background or the specific circumstances that shaped their views. This judgment can lead to misunderstandings and miscommunications about money. He underscores an important lesson. We should strive to recognize that people's behaviors around money are influenced by deeply personal and often unique experiences. Therefore, labeling someone's financial behavior as crazy is a misunderstanding of their unique perspective. This chapter sets the stage for a broader discussion on how our psychology and life experiences impact our financial decisions. It invites us to approach financial behavior with empathy and understanding, acknowledging that no single financial strategy fits all. Chapter 2 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Luck and Risk. In this chapter, Housel explores the intertwined concepts of luck and risk in financial success and failure. He argues that the outcomes we often attribute to skill are frequently influenced by luck and vice versa. Consider these key points. Luck and risk are two sides of the same coin. Both factors play crucial roles in our financial lives. While we might credit our successes to hard work and skill, luck often has a significant, albeit unseen, impact. Similarly, failures can result from bad luck rather than poor decisions. The role of Bill Gates. Housel uses the example of Bill Gates, who attended one of the only high schools in the world that had a computer. This unique opportunity significantly influenced Gates' path to success. It underscores the idea that while Gates' skills were essential, the luck of his circumstances also played a major role. Acknowledging risk. Conversely, Housel discusses Kent Evans, Gates' high school friend, who was equally talented but died in a mountaineering accident. This tragic event illustrates how risk can unexpectedly alter the course of even the most promising lives. The lessons here are crucial. Be humble about success. Recognize that luck plays a role in your achievements. This understanding fosters humility and can prevent overconfidence in one's abilities. Be forgiving of failure. Understand that failure can result from bad luck. This perspective can cultivate empathy and resilience. The importance of a broad perspective. In assessing success and failure, consider the broader context. Acknowledging the influence of luck and risk can lead to more balanced and informed decision-making. Housel's insights in this chapter encourage us to see the full picture behind financial outcomes, appreciating the roles of both skill and chance. Chapter 3 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Never Enough. In this chapter, Housel delves into the concept of enough and how the relentless pursuit of more can lead to financial ruin and personal dissatisfaction. Key points. Problem of excessive ambition. Housel begins by highlighting the downfall of figures like Rajat Gupta, a highly successful executive, pursued insider trading for more wealth despite already being immensely rich. Gupta's story exemplifies how the drive for more, even when one has enough, can lead to devastating consequences. Understanding enough. The chapter underscores the importance of recognizing what is enough. Housel argues that lacking a sense of enough can result in unnecessary risks and unethical decisions. Knowing your limits helps maintain a balanced and sustainable approach to wealth and life. Comparison trap. Housel points out that comparing oneself to others can perpetuate a feeling of never having enough. Social comparisons can drive people to strive for more without considering their personal goals and contentment. Important lessons. Satisfaction over wealth. Achieving financial security and satisfaction with what you have is more important than endlessly chasing more wealth. This mindset helps avoid the pitfalls of overreaching and taking undue risks. Define your own enough. Each individual must define what enough means for them. This personal definition helps guide decisions and actions, ensuring they align with one's values and needs. Avoiding unnecessary risks. Understanding and accepting your version of enough can help you avoid taking excessive risks that jeopardize your financial stability and well-being. Housel emphasizes that the pursuit of more for its own sake can be dangerous and counterproductive. Instead, finding contentment and knowing when you have enough can lead to a more fulfilling and secure financial life. Chapter 4. Confounding compounding. Compounding is one of the most powerful concepts in finance, often underestimated in its impact. Warren Buffett is a prime example of this principle at work. By starting his investment journey at the age of 10, Buffett allowed compounding to work its magic over decades. By the time he was 65, he had amassed $3 billion, but the real explosion in his wealth came after that, thanks to the continued power of compounding. Compounding involves reinvesting earnings so that your returns generate their own returns. This process requires patience and a long-term perspective. A year or even a decade may not show significant progress, but over many decades, the growth can be extraordinary. The key takeaway from this chapter is the importance of starting early and being consistent with your investments to fully leverage the power of compounding. In Chapter 4 of The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel dives into the magic of compounding. Imagine planting a tree. In the first few years, its growth seems minimal, but give it decades, it transforms into a towering oak. The same principle applies to investing. Warren Buffett, who started investing at just 10 years old, exemplifies that. By the time he was 65, he had accumulated $3 billion. Yet the real leap in his wealth happened later, due to the relentless power of compounding. Compounding works best when you start early and stay consistent. It might seem slow at first, but over decades, can turn modest investments into substantial wealth. This chapter teaches us that patience and a long-term outlook are crucial. The earlier you start and the longer you let your investments grow, the more extraordinary the results can be. So, plant your financial seeds today and watch them grow into mighty oaks over time. Chapter 5. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy. In this chapter, Housel explores the crucial distinction between acquiring wealth and maintaining it. He argues that while building wealth requires taking risks, sustaining wealth necessitates a different mindset and approach. Key points. Building wealth. This often involves taking calculated risks, investing wisely, and seizing opportunities. It requires a combination of boldness and strategic thinking. Maintaining wealth. Conversely, staying wealthy requires a mix of frugality, caution, and a bit of paranoia. Housel emphasizes that preserving wealth is about avoiding catastrophic mistakes and ensuring long-term stability. Story of Jesse Livermore. Housel illustrates this point with the tale of Jesse Livermore, a legendary stock trader who made a fortune during the 1929 market crash. However, Livermore later lost his entire wealth due to reckless decisions and overconfidence. His story serves as a cautionary example, how easy it is to lose wealth once it's gained. Important lessons. Survival is key. The ability to endure and avoid significant losses is more important than achieving spectacular gains. Longevity in investing comes from a balanced approach that safeguards against financial ruin. Balance ambition with prudence. While ambition drives the creation of wealth, Prudence ensures its preservation. This balance is essential for long-term financial success. The role of luck and skill. Acknowledging the role of luck in financial outcomes and instill humility and caution. Reminds us that past success doesn't guarantee future security, and that maintaining wealth requires ongoing vigilance. Housel underscores that the journey to financial stability doesn't end with accumulating wealth. The true challenge lies in sustaining it over time, which demands a cautious and strategic approach. Chapter 6 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Tails You Win. In this chapter, Housel explores the significant impact of rare high-impact events, known as tail events, on financial success and decision-making. Key points. Understanding tail events. Tail events are rare occurrences with a disproportionate influence on outcome. In the world of investing, a small number of these events can account for the majority of gains. Venture capital insight. Housel uses the example of venture capital firms, where the expectation is that most investments will fail, few will perform adequately, and only one or two will drive the majority of returns. This highlights the importance of being prepared for these outliers. Historical examples. He discusses historical figures like Walt Disney, whose success with a few iconic films overshadowed many failures, and J.K. Rowling, whose Harry Potter series became a massive success despite numerous rejections. Important lessons. Positioning for success. Being in a position to benefit from tail events is crucial. This means having a diversified portfolio and the patience to wait for these rare opportunities to manifest. Surviving the odds. Financial success often comes not from being right consistently, but from benefiting immensely from a few key successes. The ability to survive until these successes occur is essential. Acceptance of variability. Accepting that a significant portion of success will come from a few unpredictable events can lead to better risk management and investment strategies. Housel emphasizes that recognizing the role of tail events can transform our approach to investing and decision-making, leading to a more resilient and prepared mindset. Chapter 7 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Freedom. In this chapter, Housel explores the profound value of financial freedom, emphasizing that the ultimate form of wealth is having control over your time. Key points. The essence of freedom. Housel defines true wealth as the ability to do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, for as long as you want. This level of autonomy and control over one's time is the most valuable dividend money can offer. Beyond material wealth. While many people associate wealth with tangible assets like luxury cars and large homes, Housel argues that these are often superficial indicators. True wealth lies in the flexibility and freedom to make choices based on personal values and desires, rather than external pressures. Time as the ultimate currency. The chapter highlights that controlling your time leads to greater life satisfaction. This control allows individuals to pursue passions, spend time with loved ones, and avoid activities that don't align with their values, interests. Important lessons. Financial independence. Achieving financial independence means you are not bound by financial constraints when making decisions about how to spend your time. This independence provides a sense of security and reduces stress. Prioritizing freedom. Housel encourages readers to prioritize financial decisions that enhance their freedom. This might mean saving more, spending less on material goods, or making career choices that offer more flexibility. Living life on your terms. The chapter underscores the importance of designing a life that aligns with your personal goals and values. This often involves making deliberate choices that prioritize long-term happiness over short-term gains. Housel's insights in this chapter challenge traditional notions of wealth and success, urging readers to seek the freedom that comes from financial security and autonomy. Chapter 8 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Man in the Car Paradox. In this chapter, Housel delves into a common misconception about wealth and social status, which he terms the man in the car paradox. Key points. The paradox explained. Housel describes how people often believe that owning luxurious items like expensive cars or designer clothes will earn them admiration and respect from others. However, the reality is that when people see someone with a luxury item, they don't admire the owner. Instead, they imagine themselves owning such items and being admired. Perception versus reality. The admiration people seek through material possessions rarely comes. The respect and admiration from others are more about personal qualities and how one treats others, rather than what one owns. Letter to his son. Housel shares a personal anecdote, a letter he wrote to his son, emphasizing that what people truly seek is respect and admiration. He advises that these are seldom achieved through material wealth, and that the desire for expensive items often stems from a misunderstanding of how admiration works. Important lessons. True sources of admiration. Genuine respect comes from who you are, your actions, and how you treat others, not from the possessions you display. Housel encourages readers to focus on personal growth and building meaningful relationships. Reevaluating desires. Understanding this paradox can help individuals make better financial decisions. Instead of chasing material wealth for external validation, one should invest in experiences and relationships that bring true fulfillment. The value of humility. Housel highlights the importance of humility and the dangers of associating self-worth with material possession. This mindset shift can lead to more sustainable financial habits and a more fulfilling life. Housel's insights in this chapter challenge the conventional wisdom about wealth and status, urging readers to seek deeper sources of satisfaction and respect. Chapter 9 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Wealth is What You Don't See. In this chapter, Housel explores the often overlooked aspect of wealth, the unseen financial assets that provide security and freedom. Key points. Invisible wealth. Housel emphasizes that true wealth is what you don't see. It's the savings, investments, and financial security that aren't immediately visible. Unlike material possessions, which are often displayed, true wealth is built through prudent financial management and restraint. Power of saving. He illustrates the importance of saving money by highlighting that wealth is the cars not purchased, the watches not worn, and the luxuries forgone. This discipline in saving rather than spending on visible items is what leads to genuine financial stability. Lessons from the rich and famous. Housel shares anecdotes such as Rihanna's near bankruptcy due to overspending, and the advice given by her financial advisor that overspending leads to having things, not money. This reinforces the idea that wealth is accumulated through what's kept, not what's spent. Important lessons. Financial independence. True wealth allows for financial independence and the ability to make life choices without being constrained by financial necessity. It's about having the freedom to do what you want, when you want, without worrying about money. Long-term thinking. Housel encourages readers to think long-term about their financial decisions. Building wealth is about consistent saving and investing over time, rather than chasing immediate gratification through consumerism. The exercise analogy. He uses the analogy of exercise, comparing financial discipline to the decision to skip a treat after a workout. Just as exercise leads to better physical health, financial restraint leads to better financial health. Housel's insights challenge the conventional notions of wealth, urging readers to focus on the unseen aspects of financial security and independence. Chapter 10 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Save Money. In this chapter, Housel emphasizes that the key to building wealth is not necessarily how much you earn, but how much you save. He argues that savings provide flexibility and options, which are crucial in navigating the uncertainties of life. The chapter underlines that building wealth has little to do with income or investment returns, and everything to do with your savings rate. Housel explains that a high savings rate can compensate for modest investment returns and provides a safety net against life's unpredictabilities. He asserts that savings give you the ability to seize opportunities and cushion against setbacks, making it an essential factor in financial success. Moreover, Housel stresses the importance of controlling your expenses. By keeping your costs low, you increase the relative value of your saving. This approach allows you to extend your savings effectiveness, making financial independence more achievable regardless of income level. In summary, the essence of wealth building lies in disciplined saving and prudent spending, highlighting that financial freedom is more about managing money wisely than simply making more of it. Chapter 11 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Reasonable, Rational. In this chapter, Housel delves into the idea that financial decisions don't always have to be perfectly rational. Instead, they should be reasonable and align with our personal values and emotions. He argues that while rational decisions are based on logic and data, reasonable decisions take into account the human element, including our fears, desires, and unique circumstances. Housel provides examples to illustrate how being reasonable can sometimes lead to better outcomes than strictly rational approaches. For instance, someone might choose to pay off their mortgage early, even if it's not the most financially optimal decision, because it provides them with peace of mind and a sense of security. Key takeaway from this chapter is that personal finance is deeply personal. What works for one person might not work for another, and that's okay. The goal is to make financial decisions that you can live with and that make you feel comfortable and secure. Chapter 12 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled Surprise. In this chapter, Housel discusses the unpredictable nature of financial markets and the importance of being prepared for surprises. He emphasizes that the future is inherently uncertain, and even the most well-thought-out financial plans can be upended by unexpected events. Housel uses historical examples to illustrate how surprises have shaped financial outcomes. He points out that many significant financial events, both positive and negative, were not predicted by experts. This unpredictability means that flexibility and adaptability are crucial components of a successful financial strategy. Key takeaway from this chapter is that we should expect the unexpected and build a margin of safety into our financial plan. By doing so, we can better navigate the inevitable surprises that life throws our way. Chapter 13 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel tackles the crucial concept of room for error. Financial planning is essential, but it's not about having a perfect, inflexible roadmap. The best plans have built-in buffers for the unexpected. Unexpected expenses, market downturns, or even just changes in your personal circumstances. These are all part of the game. The chapter emphasizes the importance of having a financial buffer, often referred to as an emergency fund. This stash of cash allows you to weather unexpected storms without derailing your long-term goals. Think of it as a safety net that catches you if you trip, so you can get back on your feet and keep moving forward. But room for error isn't just about money in the bank. It's also about having a margin of safety in your investment strategy. Not taking unnecessary risks and diversifying your investments are all part of creating a financial plan with enough wiggle room to handle the inevitable bumps along the road. Remember, perfect financial planning is an illusion. Life throws curveballs. Having some room for error in your finances gives you the peace of mind and flexibility to navigate the unexpected with confidence. Chapter 14 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel dives into this reality with the concept, you'll change. The financial choices we make at 25 will likely look different at 45 and even more different at 65. Our goals, risk tolerance, and even our understanding of money itself will transform over time. The chapter emphasizes the importance of flexibility in your financial plan. Rigid strategies that don't consider your evolving needs can lead to frustration and missed opportunity. The key is to build a financial framework that adapts with you. This might involve regular reviews of your budget and investments, or having a system for adjusting your asset allocation as you near retirement. Remember, financial planning is a marathon, not a sprint. Being prepared to adjust course as your life changes is essential for staying on track towards your long-term goals. But change isn't always planned. Unexpected events like job loss, illness, or starting a family can also necessitate adjustments to your finances. Having an adaptable plan allows you to weather these storms with more ease. Chapter 14 reminds us to embrace change. It's a natural part of life, and our financial strategy should reflect that. By building a plan with flexibility in mind, we can ensure our money continues to support our evolving needs and dreams. Chapter 15 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel punctures that illusion with a blunt truth. Nothing's free. There's no shortcut to wealth. Building lasting financial security requires hard work, discipline, and a healthy dose of patience. Get-rich-quick schemes and risky investments are tempting shortcuts, but they often lead to disappointment and loss. The chapter highlights the power of slow and steady gains. Investing consistently over time and letting compound interest work its magic is a far more reliable path to wealth than chasing fleeting opportunities. Remember, wealth is often built over decades, not days. Focusing on developing good financial habits and making sound decisions rather than searching for magic bullets is the key to long-term financial success. Nothing's free also applies to our relationship with money itself. Every financial decision has an opportunity cost. Choosing to spend money on something today means giving up the opportunity to invest that money for future gains. Understanding this trade-off is crucial for making smart financial choices. By being mindful of the costs associated with every purchase, we can ensure we're getting the most value out of our hard-earned money. Chapter 15 reminds us that financial success is a marathon, not a sprint. There are no shortcuts, but with patience, discipline, and a focus on long-term goals, we can all build the financial security we deserve. Chapter 16 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel explores this concept with the title, You and Me. The chapter delves into how our social circles can impact our financial behavior. Keeping up with the Joneses, succumbing to peer pressure, or even feeling left out when friends splurge on expensive items can lead to impulsive spending decisions. But social influences aren't all bad. A supportive network of friends and family who share similar financial goals can be a powerful motivator. Sharing strategies, holding each other accountable, and celebrating successes together can create a positive and empowering environment. The key is to be aware of the social influences in your life and how they impact your financial choices. Surround yourself with people who will encourage your financial goals, not hinder them. Don't be afraid to have honest conversations about money with your loved ones. You and Me reminds us that we're not on a financial island. Our social circles play a role in shaping our financial behaviors. By choosing positive influences and fostering open communication, we can leverage the power of our network to achieve lasting financial success. Chapter 17 in The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, titled The Seduction of Pessimism. The chapter explores why negativity seems to grab our attention more than positivity. Fear of loss is a powerful motivator, and stories of financial ruin can feel more captivating than tales of steady growth. This can lead us to believe the world is a much more perilous place financially than it actually is. But pessimism isn't all bad. It can make us cautious and encourage us to take steps to protect ourselves from potential risks. However, excessive pessimism can paralyze us, preventing us from making sound financial decisions and taking advantage of opportunities. The key is to find a balance. Be aware of your own biases and challenge overly negative narratives. Focus on gathering information from a variety of sources, not just the headlines screaming doom and gloom. The seduction of pessimism reminds us that negativity can be a powerful force. By understanding its influence and cultivating a more balanced perspective, we can make more informed financial decisions for a brighter future. Chapter 18 of The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel dives into this phenomenon. The title, When You'll Believe Anything. The chapter explores why people are susceptible to believing financial falsehoods. It highlights the role of confirmation bias, where we tend to favor information that confirms our existing beliefs, even if it's inaccurate. Additionally, the emotional pull of get-rich-quick schemes or the comfort of simple explanations in a complex world can cloud our judgment. But it's not all doom and gloom. The chapter also offers tips for developing a healthy skepticism towards financial information. Critically evaluating sources, seeking diverse perspectives, and understanding the psychology behind financial marketing are all crucial tools for avoiding misinformation. Narrator, When You'll Believe Anything reminds us to be discerning consumers of financial advice. Don't blindly accept everything you hear. Do your research, question claims, and prioritize reliable sources over sensational headlines. Narrator, by developing a healthy dose of skepticism, you can protect your hard-earned money from falling prey to financial falsehoods and make informed decisions that support your long-term financial goals. So there you have it, a glimpse into the fascinating world of money and the psychology behind it, explored in The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. This book reminds us that financial success isn't just about numbers and formulas. It's about understanding ourselves, our biases, and the stories we tell ourselves about money. By taking control of our financial psychology, we can make smarter decisions, build a secure future, and achieve the financial freedom we deserve. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of the psychology of money. Now go forth and put these powerful insights into practice. If you enjoyed this summary, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more dives into the world of personal finance and self-improvement.